Alright, so for this video, worst intro ever, I know. But for this video, I'll be trying a different format of video, whereas I'm gonna have pre-recorded footage playing as I'm commentating, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot easier that way. So anyway, we're gonna be covering Sonic After Sequel. I stand by this, the greatest Sonic fan game in 2D ever made. There's just nothing more I can say about it. It is absolutely incredible. Sure, it is not perfect, like, the physics are a bit weird there, as you can see, but the amount of detail is just absolutely fantastic. Like, you see that volcano in the background? I think that's one of the zones later on. You see Tails there, the clouds, and even Angel Island in one of the levels to the background. It's just absolutely incredible. Not to mention, the gameplay is also incredibly spot on to the classic games. I mean, it's not 100%. Some of the momentum feels a little bit odd, and there are some oddities to the physics. Like, you see those little cliffs there? Like, not cliffs, but like more like edges, kinda? They actually have physical properties, so they kind of get you stuck on them sometimes. A little awkward. But yeah, as you can see, we got the peel out from CD. Oh, it doesn't come with animation. I mean, the animation is still there, like the really cool, like, hands back modern Sonic animation. It's there, but only when it reaches a certain amount of speed, which I think is really cool because you won't be seeing it as often, you know. Change of topic a bit. Mania. Tell me in the comments what you think of the new Sonic Mania trailer, because I am hyped as fuck. Like, even though it's not going to have a physical release, so I'm not going to be able to properly buy it, if I just get my hands on it no matter what, I'm going to play the hell out of it. Might even do a let's play of it in a similar style of this, because I think my main format from now on is going to be pre-recorded footage with me talking over it, like most people actually do, because it's just a lot easier, you know, less stressful, like having to like play as you're commentating. Like, the reason why I got stuck on my Sonic Mania video on that one section for like a whole minute was because I was just, you know, too concentrated on the commentary. But yeah, that was Act 1. Pretty easy, I'd say. Not a lot of, you know, annoying badniks. But here we go, Act 2. See, the thing with this game is every single third act has like a gimmick to it, I guess. Like, you'll see this one. The gimmicks start off a little more simple, but then they get pretty, like, game-changing, I guess you can call them. Also, did I mention the music in this game is absolutely phenomenal. The soundtrack is online. It's just... it's so good. I think on the main page of the game where you download it, it even has a separate link for the soundtrack. That's just how good it is, because yes, it is absolutely stellar. And it's for a fan game, you know? A damn good one, too. And from what I've read, not made in a very long amount of time. Most fan games take years. This one was made in like 1 or 2 years. I mean, it's still a while, but yeah, this is the new shield added. Which I think should be in one of the official games, because it's really cool. It's like, it's kind of like the bubble shield with like the way it stomps like that, but it protects you with spikes, which, you know, is awesome in my book, because spikes are a little bit annoying. Well, they're not as annoying as they are in the actual games. The developer decided not to like spread them around. And also, there's like I don't know if it's a glitch or it's intentional, but when you bounce, like if you hit the bounce attack on a monitor, it just sends you flying, and it's super fun to like chain if you can find enough monitors. Okay, now I gotta talk about the level design, because this is sort of like a review in a way, I guess you could say, even though I'll be doing a maybe full let's play, because this game is great. I've played it multiple times through, but, you know, I don't know, because you never know, like how life gets in the way. Although, considering that this is now pre-recorded stuff, I'll most likely have more opportunities to record it, because instead of having both things to be like, you know, codependent, I guess you could say, it's just like I record the footage and I can just whenever I want, you know, record the audio. But yeah, the level design is pretty good. It does have a bit of like an overarching theme of always having a spring that takes you up to another area. That's like in every zone, but I'm okay with it, I guess. So that was Act 2. Again, fairly easy. Introduces a couple mechanics. Stuttering. It's fun. And here comes the gimmicky stage. Every third act is gimmicky, so this one, well, I'm gonna wait till it actually appears so I sound less retarded. And also keep in mind, I repeat this bit twice, because I forgot that you're actually supposed to keep going forward, but it's the gimmick. Lightning strikes and you get to see the platforms for a few seconds. They're always solid, but you can only see them for a few seconds. I think that's actually pretty cool. Mainly because, you know, it's not, like, incredibly, like, game-changing. Because you're still there. It doesn't change your... yeah, see, I just went in a different direction. I don't know why. But you're still there. It's just that You get to see them. It's sort of introducing the whole, like, if you think about it, this game in of itself has a gimmick of having each third act have a gimmick. And also some zones don't have bosses. This one does and the next one doesn't, I know. Also the boss in the stage, like every boss is exceptional in this game. Especially one of the bosses later on in a mansion theme level. It's incredible. Like I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say the music on that one, it's very interesting. Because it's not one track, it's multiple. Being changed depending on the boss condition. So I try to time that with the music a bit. I tend to do that a lot when playing games, like Sonic games especially. I tend to try to time everything with the music. Like when I play Sonic Colors, I like have a very specific pattern set to follow the whole stage, like Planet Wisp, specifically Act 1, to like do it the whole thing in tune with the music, like which grind rail to jump on, which bit to like boost on, you know? Oh, and the bubble shield's back. It works a little differently from the classics. It actually, like, it gives you a double jump instead, because I guess, you know, he didn't want to have two slamming shields, so they made it with a double jump, which I guess is fine, because there's no electric shield. Those enemies are really weird. It's like, I don't know if it's actually programmed correctly or not, but like the way they bounce through, you can literally go through them as you're rolling. If you keep jumping into them, you go straight through them in a way. It's kind of odd. Yeah, look at this, look at this, look at that. Yeah, it's like a kind of double jump. I like the checkpoint designs, they're really nice. I'm gonna link the game in the description in case anyone wants to play it, and I highly recommend you do, because like I've said this before on like my mind, like when I'm alone or whatever, but I think if Sonic Mania for whatever reason gets canceled and this game becomes fully polished and actually like sold, I'd be okay with that. You know, if this becomes the actual, like if this just becomes Sonic Mania, you know, but with more polish and maybe added content, I would be okay with that, because this game is just incredible. Not to mention that Sonic Mania is more of a... the way I see Sonic Mania is a reimagining of the classics about the limitations of the classics, you know? As in, like high quality music, better animation and sprites and stuff, because most of the levels are actually rehashed from, like, you know, the classic games. Which I'm okay with, because they're bringing back Flying Battery. That level does shit. It's absolutely amazing. Also, one more thing in terms of video making. From now, I'm actually gonna be putting actual, like, rap mixing effects on my vocals right now, because I think it just sound better, because I noticed, like, mixing just improves the overall quality. Although I think about it, the main reason I didn't do that before with my gaming videos is because I just didn't know how mixing worked back then. Like, if you look at my covers I've uploaded at around the same time on my other gaming videos, you see that most of them are completely raw in terms of mixing, which was cringy as hell, let's be honest. Okay, is this the end? Yeah, it's the end. I'll be honest, his hand looks a little weird at that, but... And he also has, like, a red pixel. I'm not sure if it's getting picked up, but... Like, one red pixel under his eye. That's so scary. I mean, it's not scary, but... I kind of, like, when I played it in the dark, I thought, oh, Sonic.exe, he's gonna jump me. Okay, this bit's a little... Okay. There's the boss fight. Got Mecha Tails. This game has cutscenes, but... For some reason, if I enable them, it, well... crashes my game. I mean, it did say... If you have problems, turn them off, but yeah. This is when the music picks up. I love how almost every boss has 2 music tracks, or more. Look at Tails in the background, he's all like having a seizure or something, it's really fun. This is actually a really, like, tricky boss fight, because that energy ball is huge. Like, it can hit you from pretty much everywhere. I nearly died here, actually. Like, on this next shot, I remember, I barely got away. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, there's the one thing a theme with this game is like rings fly all the time during the boss battles, but that's okay. That was Act 4, and that'll be the end for the video, because really I mean, it's already huge of a video, so yeah, I guess we'll end it here. See ya for next time, maybe. Bye.